is Adam here, and I just finished up with a day game session. So I just want to kind of go over that session, some ideas and thoughts after putting in a some time out in the field, as they say. Now, something with this pursuit, with this endeavor, when you're doing cold approach, when you're meeting people that you've that spark your curiosity, that you want to go and meet, say out in the day, some of the things that are going to be challenging is just to go up and approach, just to go and meet the person, to get over self-doubt, to get over worries, negative thought processes, fears. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you, and I guess you have to work this out for yourself, but there's nothing wrong with going up and saying hi to somebody, being polite, introducing yourself, having a conversation if the other person is open to that. If not, saying no worries, have a nice day, and moving on and meeting someone that is receptive to that. People, we live in a social society. We are social beings, and this is something that is perfectly natural to go up and meet people. This is what we do. Men and women come together. Men and women have babies. We procreate. We have relationships. This is something that is completely normal. And some people nowadays meet people online. You can meet people at your work. You can meet people when you're out in the day. You can meet people anywhere. And to go out, to have a good time, have some fun, go to the beach, hanging out with your friends. You see somebody that maybe interests you and you go up and have a conversation and maybe see if that person's willing to move things forward. Go on a date, get a phone number. It's totally natural. But it's funny how we make this such a big deal in our heads. We're hard on ourselves. We criticize ourselves. We doubt ourselves. But if you are capable of going up to somebody and making a conversation or initiating, like I said, initiating a conversation with somebody, there's no reason why you can't do that. And eventually you're not going to have that ability. So it's a fun endeavor. It's exciting. It gets the blood flowing. It gets the adrenaline rushing. It makes you feel alive. And it's something that is a fundamental need for a human being to be social. I heard something said that people's life expectancy can be cut in half just by being isolated. If somebody is to lose their partner and maybe they're older in age and they're going to get life insurance, they will it'll be more money for somebody to do that, because when you lose a partner, when now you are more in isolation, your life expectancy goes down, something along those lines. So it is a fundamental human need to get out there and be social. So I think that everybody should partake in this endeavor, whether you want to meet women, whether you just want to get out there and make friends. Get out there, be social, talk to people, have conversations, have fun. This is something for everyone. Now, not everybody is going to want to not everybody is going to want to pursue things. Not everybody is going to resonate perhaps with your personality or the type of person you are. You're not going to resonate with everybody else either, but that's okay, and that's to be expected, and that's something to respect. You respect people's right to not want to engage in conversation, but you also have the ability and you have the privilege to go up, be social, make conversation, and it's a fun pursuit, it's a fun endeavor. Now, today, going out, some of the things that are going to be difficult for you when you're doing this, a big part of it is the social pressure, the perceived judgments that we may think are going on in the environment. But once you can overcome this, when you can work it out in your own head, that this is something that you want to pursue, this is something that is meaningful for you, and you can get over that fear of judgment, then now you can start initiating conversations. You can start taking the actions required to eventually find somebody that resonates with who you are. You will resonate with them, and you will be able to take things maybe to a romantic level. But you're not going to be able to find that person if you're not able to go and make the attempt. So that's a huge part of this. So you got to baby step the process. You got to figure out a way in how you can get yourself over that internal resistance, those internal barriers that would inhibit you from taking action. That's where reading books, reading literature, studying psychology, this is when these things come into play. Developing yourself, figuring out why you have this resistance, why you have these fears, what is it that is preventing you from taking action. It is not an easy endeavor. It will challenge you in so many ways. It can be scary. It is intimidating. But this is normal. And this is why it's so rewarding and what is so fun about it and why it's such a worthy pursuit. If this is something that you want to spend your time doing, it is totally something that is meaningful and fulfilling, just like any other pursuit. You have to decide, what is it that's meaningful for you? What is it that it's a worthy pursuit for you? Nobody else can tell you but yourself. You got to work it out in your own mind what that is. But if you have the passion, if you have the desire, if you're willing to put in the work, put in the time, then this is something that can be cultivated and something that you can develop just like anything else. You can develop your social skills. You can develop your ability to communicate, to talk, to read facial cues, social cues, pick up on body language. You can pick up on the tonality of people's voices, and you can learn to develop this area of your life just like anything else. And it's fun and it's rewarding. It's something where you will have to challenge yourself. You will get outside of your comfort zone. So just get out there, take action. Whether you go to bars, whether you go to clubs, whether you find certain other kinds of hobbies and interests that put you around other people that you can conversate with, just getting around women, or if you're a female, getting around places where you can talk to men, where you can meet people. And the more that you do that, the more you are going to develop this area of your life. But one of the things that I found that is challenging about this is the social pressure, the worries about judgments or fears of perhaps confrontation or whatever else might be going through your mind. But these things are natural, they're evolutionary, which is why studying evolutionary psychology, studying psychology, reading about books, reading about human nature, all of these things can give you an understanding as to why these kinds of fears come up for us, and realizing that they're not necessarily rational. They are there to help us, but they're also not necessarily based on reality. For example, rejection is normal. You're not going to hook up with every single girl you talk to. That's not realistic. So you have to take joy in the process. You have to take pleasure and find value in developing yourself as a person. Find joy and find fulfillment in pushing your comfort zone, in growing your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your entitlement, the person that you become. This is the reward. And eventually, if you are taking enough opportunities, if you're putting yourself out there enough, if you're consistent in your action and you're putting in the time, for some it might come sooner than later, but eventually you have to have that belief, you have to have that faith that you will connect with somebody eventually, because your ancestors did it millions of years before you. There's no reason why you can't do it as well. As well, if you're taking proactive control over this area, you're putting focused attention into this pursuit, then you can improve and you can get results in this just like anybody else. So get out there, take action. Please leave a comment. Let's get some conversation going. Let's get some discourse going. What kind of challenges do you have out there? What is it that is difficult for you? How do you overcome these challenges? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. As well, if you're looking to take this seriously, if you want to take this further, get coaches, get help, get mentors, get people that you can mastermind with. I myself am offering 30-minute strategy calls for free at this time. So take advantage of that if you're serious about this. If you want to take things to the highest degree that you can, hop on a call, hit me up at datingdestruction@gmail.com. I also offer Infield trainings and other services. So again, if you want to inquire about that, email me, datingdestruction@gmail.com. And until next time, peace out, my friends.